What's going on, everybody? This is Mike with Lazar Landscaping. Christmas Eve 2020, heading out on technically our second full route of snow plowing for the year. We had one night we were out before, a couple days after Thanksgiving. We got like 16 inches of snow dumped on us. But again, it's Christmas Eve and we're going through some pretty significant lake effect snow. And so we're going out to plow snow tonight for all of our clients' properties. Actually, not all of our clients' properties, just most of them. A lot of our clients down south of our main route aren't getting any snow from this storm, so we're just hitting up the north ones. But I just wanted to talk real quick about some of the things, some questions that I've gotten over social media, but also in person from people when they're talking about starting up a lawn care company, what it takes. And I'm going to post a bunch of other videos on how I got started and all that, because I've only been in business right now for about 8 months, and through help and guidance and taking advice from some excellent people who will be tagged in this video, I've been very successful in my first 8 months and am also thoroughly enjoying it. But anyway, for this one, like I said, it's Christmas Eve. We're going on our second full night of snow plowing, and a lot of lawn care companies don't offer snow service, and that's fine. You know, that's each person's discretion, whatever they want to do with their business. But to me, snow is like white gold, you know, because once lawn season, especially up here in Northeast Ohio, lawn season and leaf season, tree season and all that, gutter season, you know, it's very seasonal up here. You got your spring, summer, fall business, and then you have your winter business. And a lot of people say, I just shut down for the winter and, you know, I go do something else, and then I pick up again in the springtime. And I could have done that because snow is expensive. A lot of people don't grasp the concept. Like when I give them a quote for a season package for snow plowing, I go, why is it so much? And I say, well, salt isn't cheap. That's kind of like the main thing. Salt's not cheap, gasoline isn't cheap, so on and so forth. But not that I tell the customers that word for word, but you know. Anyway, I'll have another video on how I quote my customers and all that. But anyway, part of starting a lawn care business, or any business for that matter, is it's so important to be committed to it. And that sounds like a given. It's not a given. I've been involved in a lot of different things in my life, as I'm sure we all have been. We've gotten involved in things for a couple weeks, 6 months, a year, and then it just kind of fizzles out. But if you're not, especially if you're already a busy person, like for instance, I've got 2 kids and 2 stepkids, you know, a home and another business that I manage on top of this one, you know. And so if you're already a really busy person, what you commit your time to, and anyone can identify with this, but men specifically, men have this concept of not wasting their time that I think is a little more extreme than some women. But it's about, if you're going to commit your time and energy to something, you have to give it absolutely 100% of what you have. And if you're not doing that, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're dealing with, you know, people in like a customer service situation, you're not doing your customers the service that they need. You're wasting time, and if you're wasting time, you might as well just not do it at all. So you really have to give it everything you have. And that's like, oh, it's so expensive to start a business. And yeah, well, of course it is. But don't wake up one morning and be like, I'm going to start a lawn care business. You know, it's like, okay, well, hold on, slow down. Let's talk about what it actually takes to do that. Now, one guy who I've been talking to quite a bit, who owns a lawn care business out in Tulsa, check out his channel on YouTube. lawn care juggernauts. He's out there, Kevin Hansen with K&R Lawn Care. He started his business with a beat up old push mower he found on a curb, and now he's turned his business into this, he might not think it is, but into this huge, very impressive thing. And I have learned so much from him. But yeah, so it's expensive. It takes more time than you could ever think. Like if you're working a 9 to 5 somewhere, you know, you clock in, you try to pay attention to what you're doing, and then you clock out and you go home. But when you're self-employed, there are no days off. You know, even on days when I'm not out, you know, doing a job, I'm still online advertising. I'm answering emails, I'm answering phone calls, I'm answering text messages, I'm looking for new ways to network, and again, back to advertising, and that's expensive, you know. So many people don't know what it takes to get the word of your business out there, because if the word of your company's existence is not out there, you're not going to get customers, you're not going to get business, you're not going to make money. And so advertising and networking is such a money pit, but it's something you really have to, you know, devote as much as you physically are able to in the beginning, or else you might as well not bother. Once you've been around a couple of years or whatever it is, and you're an established business, like for instance, say in my 5-year plan, 5 years from now, I'm probably not going to be spending $100 on door hangers every 3 months to pass out to the surrounding neighborhoods. You know what I mean? I hope to not even be doing that in 2 years. But if I am, then that's fine too. But that's not the idea, you know. Once you're established, of course. But yeah, so time is one of the biggest things. It's going to take up more time than you could ever think. And if you're single, screw it. You know, give it everything you have. But if you got a family, a wife, a girlfriend, you know, kids, a lot of the times they might start to feel a bit neglected, and like all you talk about is your business, and all you think about is your business. And I say that because I heard a lot of those comments in my first few months, and I was like, look, I have to devote every second of my spare time to this, or else it's not going to get going, in which case it's not going to make me the money that I know it has the potential to do, in which case I might as well not even try. Get your goals in order. There was a book I read a couple years ago that I picked up at a business conference called The Goal, which at times it wasn't really much of a page turner. It was kind of a brain number, honestly, but it was so good because it was about getting your priorities and things in order as you start a business or whatever business or thing you're involved in. And that is not that this is the end game, it's the only thing that you're thinking about, you're just greedy and money grubbing and all that, but the goal of your business, number one, has to be to make money. If you're going to get in business for yourself, or if you're going to be a general manager or something for an established business somewhere where your job is to market and advertise and this and that, your number one goal, no matter how you slice it, has to be to make money. That's the ultimate goal of any business. If that's not your goal, I promise you, your priorities are out of order. Again, not to say you're just greedy and, oh, it's all about the money and screw my family and everything else. No, of course not. But if you're not going to make money, why would you have the business? And if you don't make money, the business can't survive. So no matter what, money is your lifeline to the existence of your company. So once again, your number one goal has to be to make money. Now, I'm not talking about in life and things like that. I mean, you know, obviously my kids and my family are my number one priority over top of anything. But as far as business, my goal in this business is to make money. Yes, you got to spend money to make money. People talk about it, you know. So invest money as needed, you know, but don't bankrupt yourself, you know. Put into it, and I'm talking specifically lawn care right now, put into it what you have to in order to get it off the ground, but don't go insane, you know. Just start out small, you know. Even older, more experienced businessmen and entrepreneurs have this tendency to run before they can walk. And it's like, no, just enjoy each phase. You know, don't start your business thinking, I'm going to be a multimillionaire one day and this and that, and all I'm going to do is strive towards that goal. That's okay to set that as a 5-year plan, a 10-year goal, whatever it is, but don't hate, your first month when you mow 5 yards for, $40 a pop, and you're like, man, I wish I were making millions right now. This sucks. No, don't do that. Enjoy each chapter. But again, you have to be committed. You have to be able to have the money to get into it that you want to. Whatever your goal, if your goal is just to mow a couple extra lawns a week for some extra cash, that's fine. More power to you, Or if your goal is to become a major company, make millions one day, take those stepping stones, learn from the people who've done it before, and work your way to that. But do it right. Listen to people who've done it. Everyone wants to think when they hit their first, a financial milestone that they've made it, and they've got all their questions answered and they're good to go. Don't fall into that trap. I'm 30 years old, so I feel pretty old, but obviously I know I'm pretty young. I love listening to people and just learning from people, and I just absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. You'll never stop learning. If you're smart, if you're wise, gaining knowledge is something that should never go out of style. Learn everything. It doesn't matter what source it's coming from. If you hear something that is true, lock it in. For instance, on YouTube, these guys I've been talking to, I've probably watched every video that they have about a dozen times over. Even if I already knew how to do something, my girlfriend would make fun of me constantly for watching the lawn care Juggernaut videos that Kevin has up. She'd say, you sit here every night on the couch and watch the same video, a guy driving around in circles on a tractor over and over again. And I'm like, no, I'm learning. She's like, you know how to cut grass. I'm like, yes, I do. I know how to do it very well, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to see something and I'm like, oh, hey, I never thought of that. It's just a constant learning process. Be open, be humble, be committed. No matter what, if you're not 100% committed from the word go, if you're 99% committed from the word go, don't get into it. You have to be ready to give it everything you have. And the reason that I say that is a lot of people were giving me some crap about being out on Christmas Eve when my family's at home. I'm out here plowing snow. Well, these are my customers, guys. These are the people that make my business survive. And I might add, not one of them are people that I had for tree service or lawn service or gutter cleaning or anything else during the rest of the year. All of those people, not one of my lawn care, quote, clients booked me for snow service. It's just a completely different client base. And I can't blow off my customers because I signed on the dotted line too. You know what I mean? I signed a contract with them that said if it's snowing and there's over 2 inches of snow on the ground, I will be out there to take care of your property. Commercial contracts and residential. I can't just blow those people off. Now, you should be home with your family. So, today I was out for a little bit shopping. Came home, we made dinner, we watched a Christmas movie, wrapped some presents, read the night before Christmas, we put the kids to bed. Old lady's still up at home watching TV. And I'm out here traipsing around Northeast Ohio plowing snow. Is it inherently fun? Do I have an odd affection for plowing snow? Of course not. This is hard work. And that's another thing about the commitment factor. I just got hit with like a ton of snow from that SUV in front of me, so thanks for that. So anyway, yeah. Do I have this affection for this? No, it's cold, it's hard, and that's the thing about being committed is understanding you have to be ready to do the kind of work that you're getting yourself into. So when you go, so if you sign a contract with somebody to go plow their snow or mow their lawn or trim their trees or whatever, and you get out there and get halfway through and you're like, this just sucks, and you turn around and go home, well, as far as I'm concerned, you're a POS. Lost the phone. There we are. We're working again. So yeah, it's just I'm committed to my business, and so me and the old lady have an understanding. Hey, we're gonna put the kids to bed. Then I'm gonna be out plowing probably till 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm gonna come home, sleep for a couple hours, and then we're gonna get up on Christmas morning, just like we would have anyway. That's the commitment factor. If you're not ready to give that kind of commitment, don't get involved. don't open a business, because it's going to, not to say it's going to take over your life, but it's going to keep you very, very, very busy, unless you have the money to hire like a general manager and do massive networking and advertising right off the rip, which you probably don't. But if you do, great. I didn't. I won't for a long time. Anyway, that's just my spiel for tonight as I go out to plow some snow. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you have a great Christmas. If you like what you saw here in the video, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting videos indefinitely of snow plowing, then next year when we get back into lawn care and things like that. But also my other company, Lazar Productions, which is my DJ service, is going to be getting pretty busy come next year once all the COVID stuff is, hopefully, God willing, kind of out of the way and over with. We'll be getting back into playing music and live like situations and stuff again. So really excited for that. So once again, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great Christmas, and we'll see you next time.